Hey there, Miss Ryder. You made it here at the park before I did. I never thought you'd be an early riser, but it's all good. Because I never have to wait here while I spam you with messages about, like, where are you, or you're late, or even worse, getting stood up on our first planned hangout together. But now that you're here, let's not waste any time, shall we? I want to make this day count to the both of us. Who knows when we'll ever get a day this beautiful ever again? I look good? Where did that come from? Thank you. This is just nothing. I grabbed the first pair of clothes I like to wear, and that's it. You, on the other hand, you don't look so bad yourself. It feels like I'm going on a romantic date all of a sudden. Just kidding. I'm going to have so much fun just teasing you. It's like you've never been with a boy before. You've been on a date with a guy before, right? You're an introvert? Someone that looks like you and is passionate about writing is an introvert? I find that hard to believe. Don't worry. You're not going to make this date awkward. I'll slowly nudge you out of your comfort zone. Just let loose for a bit and enjoy the day. Besides, I don't do this to anyone I met on the first week. Plus, I heard your name before from my girlfriend. Turns out to be your best friend before we got together. She told me some interesting stories about you, so this is a perfect day to see if those stories are true. Just relax, will you? She said isn't something to be ashamed about. It's nothing embarrassing or anything that makes you a weirdo. I don't judge people by their flaws and mistakes. Now, come on. As lovely as the park is, staying here all day is not the plan. The mall is calling for us, so come on, let's go. Here we are, the City Mall. Looks like the place just opened as well, so there's not much people yet. What are we doing here exactly? Well, we could just walk around, window shopping, go get something to eat. I might buy something that I like. Mostly just hang out and talk. When I come here on the weekends, I'm here either with my friends or myself to just walk around aimlessly. Just to get my head straight away from work, projects, responsibilities, and all that, blah, blah, blah. It's always good to separate yourself from everything from time to time so that my family, friends, or my colleagues won't drive me insane. No, I won't buy a lot of things today, just make you carry them like a servant. Even if I did, are you going to let me carry all of the heavy things on my own? Will you just stare watching me struggle? You're so easy to tease. I'm planning on buying some items today for my work. Not too many items so I can carry it myself. Also, this is a good time for you to buy something for yourself as well as to help you as a writer, right? Maybe some notepads or sticky notes so you don't forget any ideas or phrases that you just thought of. And you need to write it on something, but you're away from your computer. Some books to find inspiration in what you want to write, some new material, or just read books because you like it. And after we're done shopping, we can go to the food court to grab something to eat. Maybe hang out somewhere you would like to go? Did I just take you here so we can go shopping? Well, before I met you, I was planning to buy materials for work on my own on this day. Since we met and got along at the park, I decided to tag you along with me. I want to get to know you while I do my errands on the same day. Your best friend slash my girlfriend doesn't talk about you that much, and even when she does, it just fascinates me about you just from the stories she told me. I've always wanted to meet you, but she kept saying the same excuse. She's busy. She has no time to socialize. I tried to get her out of the house, but she said no. Meanwhile, it took me one opportunity to get you out of your computer, and you made it here with me. I was lucky you weren't busy right now. I'm sure that's the reason why you were at the park so early and not because a guy invited you to join him for the whole day. That face you make every time I tease you. Aw, come on, let's get going so we can have a lot of free time for the rest of the day. Okay. Was that everything you needed? For the last time, you don't have to carry my things. I can handle it on my own. I'm strong. Urgh. Let's go to the car and put our purchases there and then come back here to get something to eat. Hmm? What did I buy exactly? Well, I got myself a new binaural microphone for my voice acting job. Has new features where you can pick up any audio clearly. You can create this immersive 3D audio. I know it looks weird for a microphone, especially with like the ears on each side. It's crazy, but whenever the gig requires whispering, I now have the right microphone for it. I can't wait to mess around with the settings and see what the other tricks I can do with this mic. What else? What else? The rest is just some extra materials for the job. Some soothing tea so I don't lose my voice when I needed it before and after a recording session, and some old DVDs to practice accent, speaking mannerisms, how this goes. What about you? Looks like you did buy some sticky notes. Trust me, you will not regret it. Although those books that you brought are quite interesting. I can understand the fantasy books that you bought, but romantic novels? You're not exactly Miss Damsel in Distress. Given you're an introvert, are you saving those pickup lines when, some guy pick you up? Hey, I'm not judging or teasing. It's pretty bold of you, so you could get used when like a guy courts you on a novel rather than the internet. Whoever this lucky guy who's trying to seduce you, hopefully you don't break their heart afterwards. I know you're using them as material for your script, but come on. With a novel like that, it tells me you want to be in a relationship. Still lacking some communication skill when it comes to guys. You buy those novels to study and understand how a man behaves, but not everything you read is accurate. Besides, you've been great so far. You're making eye contact, you stutter less with your words when you talk. Hey, you're not acting weird when it gets awkward for a little bit. You actually listen when I talk to you, right? Then you would always ask me for details like you're so engaged with the topic that I'm talking about. Trust me when I say this. You're finally in a relationship with someone, listening to them talk while giving all your attention to them means a lot more to your significant partner than you realize. I'm not kidding. Like flowers, gifts, letters, moonlight are great, but if you're not a great listener, then person who has had interest in you will lose it. Because it will come out as you don't care. You're not paying attention or you're bored, which is not the impression that you want to project to anyone, especially on a date. Do I think you're a good person? No, I know you're a great person. I understand you still have all your insecurities and flaws, but that's what makes us unique. This may be our second time meeting together in person, but I feel like I've known you for quite a while. Also, which, to quote from a Read the other day, love is like fire. It starts with a spark, then it needs fuel. As it grows, we get nervous because we don't want it to burn out or get burned too fast. We get scared, nervous, worried that one wrong move and the fire fades, so we take our time. The fire dances. It's unpredictable. It moves whichever direction it goes. We follow where the fire is because of how bright it is and how it stands out from everything else. Do not get close to it immediately. fire creates smoke, it can blind us, suffocate us, and it may hurt in the long run, which is why we stay careful when getting close to the fire. But once we find that one fire in a world full of darkness, once we learn from it, manifest it, grow with it, embrace it, it gives us this everlasting light that never goes away. With a single touch, it sets our body on fire. It's intense, powerful, unique experience, which leads to craving for more. It can be dangerous. We may get burned, but payoff is worth it. Such a great quote, if you ask me. I memorized it the same day as well. What? Why did you stop walking? What's with that look all of a sudden? I sound familiar? I must have a pretty common voice if that's what you're insinuating. Where did I read that from? It's a great quote anyway, so does it matter? Okay, I'll humor you. I read it from a scriptwriter like you. You've heard of that quote, that voice before. From where? Why are you taking your phone out? You want to show me something? Is that me? What? No, that's not me. I already told you what my username is, and that's not me. Am I a what? An ASMR artist? Uh, no, I'm not. I told you I'm a dubbing voice actor. That is definitely not me. Why did I buy the binaural microphone then? I already told you. It's for 3D audio. That is not me. Also, why would you assume that's me? And I could have read that from somewhere. When did I read it? Last week. Why? Because you what? No. No way. This was the script that you were working on last week? Wait a minute. Is this your username? Your pen name and username online is different. Oh my god. You're an ASMR script writer? And you're the one who's been writing these scripts requests on Reddit? How did I know about that site on Reddit? Because it's just... You see... Okay, you caught me. I am an ASMR artist. And I have an ASMR YouTube channel. It's kind of my secret hobby. Also, looking at your pen name now, you've been pledging to my Patreon for a while now. So I just want to say thank you for the support. It really does help the channel, which is why I got the money to buy a new microphone. Look, this is my first time getting recognized by a fan of my work. Heck, I don't even use my real face as a profile pic. Why not use my face? Look, I know the community can be the most wholesome community on the internet because it's a safe space for everyone who just needed to be loved and appreciated while helping others just get rid of their anxiety, depression, self-doubt, stress to feel like they're truly special. Well, there are some that show themselves in the videos. Well, not every ASMR artist is, as good looking as them. And not everyone needs a fancy camera to make an audio. Besides, having artwork as your persona is so much better. Makes us look good on drawing rather than, our own faces. You think I'm handsome? You're just saying that because I'm explaining all of this to you. Thank you. Wow, you really are a scriptwriter with compliments like that. But seriously, you cannot tell anyone I'm an ASM artist or my channel. I haven't told my girlfriend about this either because she can be a bit overprotective at times, so I just tell her I'm a voice actor narrator. If she finds out that I do this as a hobby with a fan base that is like simping towards me, she would be so jealous. Who else knows this? Well, now you know I do this, which is what matters. We should... What? Make a collaboration? Like a partnership? I don't know about that. I have my own creative ideas. Then I also need to read and consider, other suggestions as well. Then again, the ones you've been writing have been so impressive. Great storytelling, and it's different. Yeah, you're right. I should give it a chance to see where it goes, right? Besides, I invited you to come shopping with me today, so it's only fair for me to say yes to your invitation as well. So, when's the date? I'm available on Thursday. Also, my place or yours? Then it's settled. Thursday at your place, okay? I've never done a collaboration with a scriptwriter before, much less meet one in real life who turns out to be a fan of my work for a long time. This is... Jeez, this is nerve-wracking, but it's the same time, it's... it's exciting. Also, don't expect to get paid. You're the one that offered this to me after all. But seriously, I'm looking forward to this now. Agree. Let's go to the food court now and put our bags in the car. I'm so hungry. We've been walking for a while as well. Oh, shit. Hi, love. I didn't know you'd be at the mall today. You were looking for me? For what? I told you I was meeting with someone today. Oh, I didn't say it would be your best friend because I knew you'd tag along just to cut her off when she wants to say something at her own pace. Also, I wanted to spend some time with her alone. I wanted to get to know her without anyone else telling what she likes. I wanted to hear it for herself. You want to join us for today? I guess that's okay. What do you say, Miss Ryder? You need to go back home? I mean, we haven't had lunch yet. You- Sorry, lovely. I gotta go. Wait, you don't want to be a third wheel? Hey, come back. That's not the case. Look, at least stay with us for lunch. Then you can go, okay? It's unwise to leave the mall of all places hungry when you can eat anything you want here. You'll just order takeouts? But... okay, then. Love, hang on. Let me just say goodbye to her. Sorry about that. I'll guess I'll see you on Thursday then. Oh, by the way, remember what I said about you? You're more than enough for me. So you don't have to change to impress me or be embarrassed about yourself, okay? I'll see you around, my scriptwriter. Take care. Safe travels. What was that about? I wanted to get to know her without you being here to paint an identity to her, like every time. That was my chance to get to know her by myself, and you just showed out of nowhere. you were concerned. I can handle myself, love. Plus, she's your best friend. You, of all people, should know that. She's not going to try anything funny on me. And now you scared her off. I did say I was going to the food court, but I think I just lost my appetite. I'm sorry. Let's go.